happy day 6. Today is December the 6th. It is St. Nicholas Day. And Jacob has given us a poem today for St. Nicholas Day. In town St. Nick on his good steed arrives, and every child should heed. For just like in the previous year, he's come to bring you joy and cheer. For the good child you'll come to see, with gifts and candy rewarded be. But to the naughty child beware, for you, St. Nick, he does not care. Beautiful artwork today. Just lovely. So if you've already looked at the stitching for today, I am sure many of you breathed a sigh of relief because today's stitching is going to be a breeze compared to the last few days. Today we just get to we get to double check that our counting has been accurate and fill in some borders around the stitching that we did yesterday. Color of the day is a beautiful soft salmon pink-esque called biscotti. Pink might be, I don't know, pink is not the right word. Biscotti is a great name for this floss. It's a tan pink, soft. So yeah, day 6, biscotti. I am, as you can see, it is 9 a.m. in the morning and I'm still at home today. What am I doing at home today, you might ask? Well, I have some errands to run today. And so I've been trying to take a little bit more time during my work week. I work a lot. And I now have really wonderful people at the workshop taking care of things. So I'm finally able to sort of step back a little bit when, you know, these kind of life things crop up and need to happen. One of them's purely selfish. I need to get my hair done. So it is definitely one of the perks, big perks of being self-employed, in that I can make my own schedule. Since I knew I was going to be doing that this morning, something that I have needed to do for a while, and also to take my son, is to have our passports renewed. And in order to do that, we have to go and get our photos taken. So what that means is, normally when I get my hair done, I splurge a little bit and I have my hairdresser straighten it. But I will not be doing that today because obviously I want my passport photo to look like how I normally look, and that is with a mop of curls on my head and not straight hair. So I'm not going to look much different when you see me later today, other than I won't have my little sparkles at the top in my roots. So yeah, those are the sort of things that I'm doing today, and I'm going to intersperse some work in and amongst that. I've got some emails to answer and some website admin to do, and yeah, it's gonna be a good day, I think. This stitching is not gonna take very long because you're not gonna really have to count overly much. It's gonna be a good check of everything that we did before, and that means that we should have a little bit of extra time today for a few other projects. Or time to catch up on previous days stitching if you're a little bit behind, which again, there are no rules to this stitch along. If you're behind and you're gonna stitch the whole thing in January and you're just following along for the fun of it, that's okay as well. I know we've got lots of people doing that as well, just enjoying the daily opening, and you're going to do the stitching at a later date when it's more convenient for you. So I need to go and get ready to go. So I'll check back in with you in a little bit. Have a great day, everybody. Tell? Still looks like me, right? Oh, it is 10 o'clock at night. It's 10 o'clock at night. I know, I'm going to regret this. Am I gonna do it anyway? Absolutely. Today just kind of, it was actually really quite nice. John went to IKEA this afternoon, got home and realized that what he'd brought home was the wrong thing. And so he was quite disappointed because he'd been looking forward to setting this thing up in his office upstairs. And you know what it's like when you think you're gonna have something that you're excited about and it's not at all what you thought it was gonna be. It's that sense of disappointment, crushing disappointment. And I said, you know, he said, I gotta go back to IKEA now. And I said, I'll come with you. What you don't understand is that the IKEA is not down the road. We live in London. The IKEA is in Burlington, which is 2 hours away. So we drove to the IKEA, and actually it was really fun. I love IKEA, and got the stuff, and I did a little, you know, browsing as you do, and then we drove home. He bought me a Starbucks. It was like a date. I'm a happy camper. But it does mean that it is 10 o'clock at night, and you know, where did the day go? Well, I know where the day went. So I'm gonna have a cup of coffee because I'm gonna be a little bit selfish tonight. I'm gonna stay up late and I'm gonna craft. I think I'm just gonna work on my sock. But let me show you what I did. What have I did? The coffee will help. Look. Today's stitching is all done. Day 6. What did you think of the biscotti floss? Did you like it? It's looking pretty good, hey? So this is the middle of the design. So you can tell this is, we're halfway down. I'm gonna be finishing around there for the entire design, for the entire chart. This was so nice to have a simple stitch today. Made all that counting for the last 2 days worthwhile. It was really fun. So that takes care of December 6th countdown. Tomorrow on to day 7. I did work on my sock. It was a fair bit of driving time. So I don't like to knit in the dark, and here where I live, in southwestern Ontario, it gets dark around, what time was it? It was 5:15 p.m. and it was dark. So, and I really don't like to turn the light on in the car to knit. It bothers both my eyes, and I'm more concerned about the driver. So John was driving, so I didn't turn on the light. But I did finish the yellow and green stripe. Those are done. And I'm now into the pale yellow stripe. So I think I might try to finish that stripe tonight. And maybe pull out Sarah's Afghan. I can't remember where I'm at row wise. So I think I might dig that out, and it's the season, right? It's really, I'll knit Afghans all year round. I love knitting large scale projects like that, but I think this time of year is just really well suited to snuggling up under. It's half done, maybe, almost. Snuggling under it, it's warm and it's heavy and it's cozy, and getting back into it. And it's about time, I know. Trust me, I know. So I did buy a couple of things at IKEA. Two things, holiday-ish things. Well, they are holiday, they're not ish. I bought this small wreath from the Strala from IKEA, and it actually has lights. There's a little, a battery pack in here. I'm assuming it needs batteries because I pushed the button and nothing happened. And I'm assuming for the $8 that it cost me to buy it, it wasn't going to include the batteries. So I will have to look for those. But I hung it on my front door. So this, at some point this weekend, I'll show you what it looks like on my front door. It's just small, but it's really pretty. And I can't kill it. It'll live to see next year. The other thing I bought, because I honestly could not resist this, I will have shown you the, I took some video of those white paper stars. So inexpensive and beautiful. I couldn't resist, so I bought one of those. So I thought I would open it up and see what it looks like. Ooh. It even has instructions. And I think this is the little, sorry for the crinkling. Ooh, this is for, what is this for? Oh, this is why there are instructions. We have metal pieces that are gonna be involved in this, and some sort of plastic thing as well. It'd be really funny if this had like a traditional, this is not a small book. It must have 10 different languages in here. Good night. You should see this instruction booklet. Holy cow. It's literally 19, oh my goodness. This is really funny. I did not buy the, you can get two versions, not two versions of it. You buy one star, but you can also buy a stand. This one here is on the stand, and it has a light bulb in it. So you can plug it in and it lights up. I just bought the star because I want to hang it in one of my windows here. I was just assuming I'd take it out of the package and just kind of fold it open like a fan. There's a lot of instructions, so I might have to do this tomorrow. So let's see. This is what it looks like out of the package. Whoops. And oh look. Oh, I'm definitely going to have to figure out what I'm doing here. I don't want to wreck it. Oh, look. I have to be really careful. I do not want to rip this. So, I foresee this going very badly. When all else fails, you can read the instructions, right? Oh, I see that one's not coming open there. That's better. And then somehow you maneuver those two things together. So that's why I need to read the instructions. I have to figure out how to get that together. And then look, it's gonna be so pretty. And of course I have to get those points to open up. Okay, so I'm gonna stop fiddling with it before I wreck it. I'm worse than a kid. No instructions. All right, so clearly I need to read through the instructions. That's a tomorrow job. That's not a job for 10 o'clock at night. Anyways, I'm going to say goodnight. I'm going to take myself upstairs and I'm going to craft in bed until, I don't know when. It's a rather luxurious feeling as an adult to be able to stay up as late as you want. Don't tell my son, because he needs to go to bed soon. But on that note, I will say goodnight and I will see you tomorrow. I hope that you are enjoying your day and your stitching. Good morning to those of you who are just waking up and joining us for day 6 of the countdown. And I'll see you tomorrow. Happy stitching, everybody. Take care. I couldn't leave it alone. I had to figure it out. The instructions were no help because I didn't get the light bulb version of it. But I did figure out how to properly pop open the tips and where my problem was in not being able to open the whole thing. So in the morning, I will find some ribbon and tie it together properly. But isn't it pretty? Look at that. Yeah. Inexpensive bit of joy. Thank you, IKEA. Okay, on that note, I really will go now. Good night, everyone.